And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The inside handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside to hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got some room to run. Running through contact. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown time. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Leaves it with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into him.
Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Snatches it on the run. Touchdown, Alabama! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
Coming out with it, it's Ortega. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's golden. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Man, that one is going to make this his quarterback sick to his stomach, that's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Golden. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how a play by the defensive end of the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The Seminoles need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly, go out, pull it. Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The give from the gun. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he's been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Seminoles will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Under fire. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this.
There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Try to get it to the edge. Look out, he's got room. Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Golden.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Knowles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries
going for it all. Makes the catch at the 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Alabama! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ortega. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap. They've been making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Golden. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Trying play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Complete to the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Leon. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes a connection. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Leon. Snagged out of the air.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And they can't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Back to throw, it's Leon. Here's the pressure. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 21 to LSU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Punt is in the air. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save them. Gonna let it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back to throw, it's Leon. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Golden. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Golden. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Back to pass, it's Leon. Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. This time it's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. He's looking to pass. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Now 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they need just a little space if they can find it. Give to the big fullback. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 30 short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positives.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He's got him, and he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Leon. He'll take a shot. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of